Hi everybody, welcome back from a surprisingly sunny day in Britain. Today I'm going to be ranking my Gourmande Girl palettes. I've got a little basket here full of 12. There would have been 14, but two of them I decluttered, the Haunted and the Nueva Vida. And yeah, I gave them away. I knew I wouldn't use them again. Okay, let's get into it. I'm excited. I have ranked this once yesterday, and then this morning when I looked at it again, I've re-ranked them. So I'll explain. All right then. All right, so coming in at number 12 is the Peach Perfect palette. This isn't that old. I've had it maybe, I don't know, a year, not even that. And this is what it looks like. It is beautiful. I bought it for this one shade. Don't regret it at all. The reason why it's coming in last is because this just isn't, it's very monochromatic really. You know, you can get three looks out of this. You can get peach, you can get green, or you can get green and peach with a little bit of brown from the middle. I like it very much, particularly this dark green here. The matte quality of Gourmande Girls is excellent. But there's really only one shade in here which is kind of special, and it's probably this one, Papa Don't Preach, which looks like that and is gorgeous. Okay, next it's one of their old Christmas palettes. This is the Silent Night palette. Again, there's not a million things you can do with this, but I really love this colour story so much. The shimmers are the old formula, but they're nice. And I really like the fact that we go so dark to so light, and you've got all these in-betweeners, some mid-tones and some really pretty shimmers. I mean, there's not very many of them, but what they've given you in this is really good quality. And this shade at the very bottom, I absolutely love it. It's a one and done shade for me on a lazy day. Super nice. Next is the Nevermore palette. This is fairly recent, end of last year. That's what it looks like. It is a very nice palette. It's very lovely. It's the updated shimmer formula. This one and this one. So very nice. Just lovely. So yeah, that's why this is coming in a little bit higher, because you can do so much more with it. And this green even as well. I'm going to end up swatching all of them, aren't I? Look at that. That is crazy. It's actually blue, green, gold, and it's fab. Now I'm questioning my decisions. Next is the Bitten palette, which is a beautiful thing, don't get me wrong, but it's very dark. It does have a couple of lighter shades here and here, but the shimmers are dark as well. So because of that, I don't always feel like I want to be particularly vampy, but this green is such an unexpected pleasant addition to it. The reds are excellent, and this shade, Hysteria, is quite exceptional. And I love it. It reminds me a bit of Corpse Flower, which is in the Bizarre Botanicals palette. Similar, but not the same. And it's a gorgeous thing. But yeah, that's why this one is lower down the rankings than it might otherwise have been. Just a couple of paler shades would have made it a bit more everyday for me. Then something that is more everyday, going up in the rankings, we've got the Secret Grove palette. This is old. I think it was the first one that I ever purchased from them. I've said before, I'll say it again, I bought it for the packaging. There are two shimmers in here. This one, Euphoric, so pretty for the inner corner. That is bright and beautiful. Look at it. It's so gorgeous. And then the other one, which is called Bewitching, is such indeed a bewitching shade. That is lovely in every way. So yeah, that's why this one's a bit higher. I feel like I can do a little bit more with it, with this deep red and this brown, and even that green as well. It's deep enough for a very pale skin girl's outer corner to give some proper depth. It's lovely. And that peach, delicious. And then quite similar to that palette, I think, is this one, La Petite Maison. Again, look at the packaging. Oh my goodness, whoever the artist is did just a charming job. I could see myself living in that house. It's so lovely. They're quite similar, aren't they? Let me put them together for you. Similar but not the same. Super compatible. I think, the colour stories, don't you? I think they would work really well together. This one has a super deep shade, one exceptional shimmer, and then another 4 very nice shimmers. So let me just swatch Candlelight for you, because I think that's probably, for me anyway, the standout. It's quite thick and chunky. Ever so pretty, right? Oh my god, that's just glowing. So yeah, those two, lovely. The Le Petit Maison came from their website. And then the next one in my list came from, I think I got this from Monolith when it first launched there. So it's the Mocha Moment. And that is just one of the best neutral palettes in my collection, no doubt. And then these two shades, this one Marble Mocha and this one Mexican Mocha. They are, oh my god, they're extreme. Extremely gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay, time for a clean off and then we'll head on to the next palette. I really like doing these ranking videos because it really makes me think about what I've got and how I use it. So next is Trapped, and this is a beautiful colour story, and you see what I mean? This is far more exciting to me because I can do so much more with it. We've got some really beautiful light shades here in the mattes, mid-tones, and then some deeps over here. The only shades in here that I actually don't use is this one, because that's just not my cup of tea at all. And probably this green, actually, because it's a bit too bright for my liking, but it does have a couple of really stunning shimmer shades, as you'd expect. This one, which comes out more sort of silver, and then this one. Look at those. Oh, God. Right? They are stunning shades, and I am very happy to have this palette. Let's just, whilst I'm here, let's just do this one as well. It is bright and beautiful. Okay. Coming in at number 9 is the Mostly Mary palette. This was their Christmas palette from Christmas 2025. Look how gorgeous is this packaging. I just can't. I love it so much. And the palette itself is so cute. Now, this is only £9, so you might think, well, why is it so much higher than the others? But for me, it's a colour story thing. I love this colour story so much. This is a perfect one and done shade for me. And these shimmers are just lovely. And they are so stunning. This one also, this dark one, amazing. Oh, would you just look at that one in the middle? Oh my god, love them. So yeah, that's why I just love this one matte, say using this very, very deep dark blue here with that color or that one or that one. Just, yes, easy to use, and you can get some neutral looks out of it as well with the brown and this peach and this mushroom color. Perfect little palette, that. I'm so glad to have it. Next, coming in third place, is the Apparition palette. So this is new to me, which is probably why I'm still very excited about it. I've only used it twice so far. This is what it looks like, and it is just lovely. This shade down here at the bottom, what's it called? Immortelle, with this pale pink and that as an outer corner. Just wonderful. And this shade, let me just swatch these for you. Really just love them. So pretty. Wow, they do such a good job with their color stories. And I'm not someone who's terribly keen on lemons, but this shade is really pretty. It's very pale, and yet it makes an impact. It's good quality pastels. And then we have a gorgeous seafoamy grey color down here. Grey green seafoam, all those things. Fab. And then I've put in second place Bleeding Hearts, but honestly, I could have swapped these two over. And this one looks like this. I think this was their Valentine's Day release. I just love this shade. It is, I haven't got another one like it. It's peach, but it's pink, and it's so nice. This shade in the corner here is so bright, So impactful. So pretty. Look at that. And then the one below it also. Oh God, look at that. That is this my favorite shade in any of their palettes? It may be. Wow, it is so beautiful. So yeah, that's why this is coming in at number 2. I can do so much with this. Again, there's a rogue green in it, which just makes me happy. The only shade I won't use is that one. So everything else, I can just enjoy myself, have such fun with. This red is a beautiful red. It's bright, it's almost orange. Oh my God, love. Okay, and then coming in at number 1, to the surprise of absolutely nobody probably, is actually, I don't think I've done a video on this. I haven't done a separate video on it, but it's the Frozen Kiss. And this, I mean, just look at the outside. It tells you what's inside straight away. And that is as perfect as could be. This beautiful green here, the teal, these shimmers are exquisite. This one is full of hollows and is just in your face fantastic, right? And then the other two, this one, oh my goodness, and this one are equally just lovely. So yeah, number 1 palette, Frozen Kiss. Do let me know, do you have any of these? Which one is your favorite? How would you rank yours differently? I would love to know. And I'll see you soon for the next video. Take care, stay safe everybody.